Hey everybody, I'm glad that you joined me today. This is going to be a little bit different meditation. I did not prepare it ahead of time. I'm actually not feeling great today. And I thought I would take this opportunity to show you how I would treat myself in a situation like this. Now, I'm not sick per se, but I do have some sensitivities to different foods and just other little random things that come up, and I usually handle them as they show up. But this kind of hit me hard. Yesterday, I had a whole lot of fun, did a whole lot of things that normal people can do. It was not unusual, but for me, I knew better, and I indulged in foods that I knew were not going to be good for me. And by the end of the day, my pain levels were astronomical, and I knew it was from the wheat. I should not have eaten the cookies. I should not have eaten the bread, but I hadn't done that in so long. And I thought, oh, this one day, it's my birthday, no problem. I'll recover tomorrow. With all the things that I do, the recovery, shouldn't be too bad. But I knew going in that what to expect, and thought about my day today and went, okay, well, I can manage it. I can manage it. But I did a little bit too much, and to the point that I didn't manage it well. So I had to cancel a few things that I feel terrible about, because this was 100% my choice. I knew better, and I didn't do better. So I'm still doing this because I need to treat myself. And I had some helpers this morning to get me at least to this point, which I greatly appreciate. I am using the Risona. I have it put on liver so that I can support my liver in doing this, because I know that that's highly involved here. And so what I wanted to do is, I had already kind of felt into this to go, what is this about? And I think that this treatment for me will be beneficial for anybody listening who's ever been in this situation, which I think most people have at some point in their life, where there's something that they know is not good for them, but they do it anyways, from peer pressure, or just because they're tired of being the odd one, not being able to participate. The one that comes to mind the most are those that are recovering alcoholics, where they have not had a drink in a long time, and they want to get over their issue, but then they think, oh, this one drink won't matter. We've all had that, and so these are those times that we know better and we don't do it. Let me get my deck up here because I'm getting ready to share it. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to use the cards to dive into not what I'm dealing with personally myself, but dive into what is behind those self-sabotage behaviors that we do. Not really the unconscious ones, the conscious ones that we knowingly do, and then wonder, gee, how did this happen? Oh, well, we know how that happened, but I did it again. So that is the theme here. So let me share. Okay, so here we go. I have my card deck brought up, and I really want to feel into what is behind the conscious self-sabotage that we do, especially around things that seem so normal and common to everyone else that we can't participate in because we're having a unique challenge, or unique to us. So this could include drinking. This can include weight loss. This can include chronic illness, food sensitivities that it seems like the rest of the world is not having an issue with. And you feel like I'm the weird one, and I can participate and enjoy each of people's company, but there are things that I have to watch for my own good that can take us down. So feeling into that, bringing this up, how many cards would be? Okay, 3 cards. I'm just going to use the browse function because I can do more with it. So let's see. Just shuffle those up. I'm really going to put my intention into this. This, on certain levels, seems too random, but it has really shown up to be exactly what's needed. So I am just going to put my intention into the algorithm to choose 3 cards. So, and I'm feeling before I do that this has to do with past, present, and future. Thus the 3 cards. So for the first one, what card do I need for the past? Put that intention in. Draw that. Move that over here. And then the card that I need for the present right now with what's going on. Yeah, that would make sense. And the card that I need to help support me going forward into the future, moving forward with grace and with honesty. Ooh, honesty right there, with honesty. Putting that in. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at these. Move them around. So past. What is connected to my past or your past that would make us think that this time doesn't matter? All the other times it mattered, but this time it doesn't matter. But this card is about new growth, so that's moving forward. I love and forgive myself. Okay, so made a mistake. For whatever reason, whatever story we told ourselves to make the same stupid mistake again, I love and forgive myself. Let's put it behind us because it's behind and move forward. And I am determined. So I think that's a big key right there. I am determined. So moving forward, I am determined to remember that there are things that I need to avoid for my greatest and highest well-being so that I can show up for myself and for the people in my life at my highest capacity. And I need to be determined to remember that when making my decisions. So I'm going to flip this. And this has to do with liver health or the liver meridian. So it may not be your actual liver that's got congestion and other problems going on, but it's part of that energy flow that has to do with new growth, with forgiveness, with letting go. So I'm going to put my hands over my liver, which is on my right side, the bottom of my rib cage, general area. Your hands are big. Put my hands over that. Take a deep breath and say, I forgive myself for projecting my own fears and insecurities on others and making them responsible for my feelings. And I'll take a deep breath. And going along with the crowd, oh, this won't matter. This one time, we'll just all have fun together. It won't matter. Was projecting my own fears and insecurities on others and making them responsible for my feelings. It really was. And I could still enjoy myself with them and have made better choices, but I fell into an old pattern, and I can forgive myself for that. And I can also recognize when I am doing that in the future, to recognize, oh wait, I'm projecting and I'm making others responsible for me, just so that I can fit in or feel like part of the crowd. It's often the case. So I'm going to say that again. I forgive myself for projecting my own fears and insecurities on others and making them responsible for my feelings. And breathe. I give myself permission to let others be responsible for the choices they make, even if it's not good for them or me. That really fits too. So take a deep breath. Say this again. I give myself permission to let others be responsible for the choices they make, even if it is not good for them or me. Breathe. And I am free to be accountable for my choices. Yeah. I am free to be accountable for my choices. And if I choose and don't pay attention and don't check things out ahead of time and don't make accommodations for myself, that's on me. Nobody else's fault. And I own up to it and know I did this to myself. I don't need others to pull me out. I can forgive myself and I can do better next time because I am determined. So deep breath. And let's listen to that video. Take a deep breath in and slowly release. Betrayal is the breaking or violation of trust or confidence that produces moral and psychological conflict within a relationship between individuals or a community. This can lead to a fear of trusting others and oneself. Your greatest need is to trust yourself and trust others. Trust is your key to unlocking your power to increase, grow, and create a life of good. That was perfect. And oftentimes what this really is about is betraying ourselves. So let's go on to the next one. So what can I do about it? It happened. It's in the past. I forgive myself for going into those old patterns. So now that I'm in the moment of regret of the things that transpired, it's time for nurturance. So this is the time to take care of myself and quit harming myself by nurturing myself and being attentive to what I need. Now, I have been doing that all morning and making plans. There's things that I want to do. It's my birthday that I'm not going to be doing because I need to recover. I have responsibilities to others that I just hate when I can't show up for them, especially when it's something that was in my control. And so I'm letting people down. So I need to love and nurture myself so that I can be the best person that I can be. We'll flip that. This time I'm going to put my hands over my left rib cage, lower left rib cage, to support my spleen and stomach meridian. It in and of itself as an organ, it might need support, but somewhere along the meridian, there's also issues, and we're just going to support that flow of energy along that line. So I'm going to say, I forgive myself for withholding love and care for myself in order to maintain my insufficiency. Take a deep breath. I'm going to say that one again. because it's really easy to whine and cry about your situation, to stay in that insufficient place because it gets you something. So if you're not really diving in and going, no, I'm going to love and care for myself, and this happens to be a part of a situation that you're involved in, really think about what you're getting out of being insufficient and showing up in a depleted way. So let's say this again. I truly mean I forgive myself for withholding love and care from myself in order to maintain my insufficiency. I'm going to breathe. And the breath is really important. So do that. If you're interested in learning more about that, please contact me. I give myself permission to cultivate strength from within. And breathe. I give myself permission to cultivate strength from within. I don't need strength from without. I need strength from within. Breathe. And in my nurturing, I am free to speak to myself with kindness and compassion at all times. And breathe. So this is a reminder that when I start to talk in negative ways and unkind ways, bullying myself into things, this is not kind and compassionate to, if I were to do it to anybody else, so why am I doing it to myself? And I will stop myself because I am free to be kind and compassionate to myself. And I will breathe. So let's watch this video. Take a deep breath in and slowly release. Words are powerful. Words create the world of tomorrow. The way you speak to yourself affects every aspect of your life. When you speak to yourself with kindness and compassion, others will see that reflected in your eyes, and you will become a powerful force for good. Okay, those words matter. So the words that I told myself, and we may at other times tell ourselves, oh, this won't matter. This is small, this is insignificant, it won't matter, are powerful words because the truth is, it does matter. And I was betraying myself, and I wasn't being honest with myself, and I wasn't being honest with my responsibilities either in saying those words, this time it won't matter. So that's something to remember, especially when we go forward into the future. How can I live my best life for myself and to be a gift to others? I need to, this is the ease and flow card, love and accept myself. And I am calm. So in those situations when I'm telling myself stories and going into patterns of dishonesty with myself, I can give myself permission to move forward by being calm, to stop, check in with myself. Am I loving and accepting myself in going forward with this pattern? Or do I need to stop and go with ease and flow to the area that will be most beneficial for me? So I am going to put my hands just below my collarbone and support myself here and say, I forgive myself being afraid that others will not accept me. And breathe. I love and accept myself showing up exactly how I am right now. And breathe. Now, I wasn't able to do it for others for other reasons earlier today, but I am able to show up for you right now, even though I'm not at my best peak. And I can love and accept myself showing up in a depleted state, but I'm here. And I know my videos will be more powerful at other times, but showing up is really important, even when you don't feel like it, or you can make allowances to show up for it later. So didn't really want to hold some meetings in the bathroom this morning. It would not have been pretty. So knowing your limits, but also being willing to show up how you are. Take a deep breath with that. And I am free to explore all methods to improve myself. Like you, I have lots of areas that I can improve in, and this is one that got in my way. And I am free to explore all methods to improve myself. There may be methods out there that can really help me overcome the patterns that led to this point, and were discussed in these cards too. There might be other methods that can help support me, and I am open to it, because that is searching for the good in what is available in life. And just because I haven't experienced it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So there may be some other methods that can help support me in making better decisions, preparing in different ways, and helping me move forward confidently, that I can make good decisions for myself, be honest with myself, and love and accept myself. So let's listen to this video here. Take a deep breath in and release slowly. In a balanced state, you break the pattern of anxiety and worry. You can freely engage yourself, see your divine worth, and let go of anything that holds you in a state of constant uncertainty. Okay. So, some things were done. I'm feeling better. I have a plan moving forward. And I can remember with courage that I did have courage yesterday, even though I did other things that I'm not particularly proud of, feeling it today. I did have courage to say, I can handle this. And I took the kayaks out by myself. My son came with me, but that was huge, because usually I will let other people do that, even though it's something I really, really want to do. But I'll step back and I'll succumb to not rock the boat. And yesterday I rocked the boat. I took the boat out and it was beautiful. And I am very proud of myself. I did have courage. So I can remember that too, that not everything is a bad fail. It's just some things happen to go that way. But what else can I be proud of myself for? I can be proud that I stood up and said, I like to do that and I would like to do that. And I did it. And I was very, very happy that I had the courage to do that. And I know that you can too. So when you're in a situation where you might fall into old patterns, look and see where you can be proud of yourself and continue to do things that you can be proud of yourself for. So have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.